And this is the Ninja Legion. I'm Spider.
And I'm Blue Bomber.
And this is Saving Throw. Today we are going to be doing a playthrough of a game I just picked up called Cockfight. It's chickens, people, not the other thing. It's actually made by a local game company called Charm City Games, and they are right here in Bel Air, Maryland. To start off, we have our various chickens that we get to play as. For this game, I have the big black cock, and Blue Bomber has a veiny triumphant one. The other three that we have here are Needle Richard, Major Cock, and then the other card is a Baltimore Comic-Con exclusive promo, Edgar Allan Poe. So it's the only non-chicken one. Get the rooster, whatever. All right, so we also have these cool little health trackers here that are actually the back of the business card for games. That'll let us keep track of our health while we have our cockfight. All right, so the first thing is we deal out 5 cards to each player for a 2-player game. That's what we'll do right now. 4 and 5. Then the first person to yell "cockfight" gets to go first. So the turn order is you draw 1 card, and then you're allowed to take 2 actions by playing any of the cards out of your hand, whether they're defense cards, attack cards, or buff cards. Generally, you're just going to be playing attack cards. So I'm going to start off by using Cock and Bull, which gives me +4 attack and will deal 4 damage. So now Blue Bomber gets to defend against that. So she's going to play the Cock block, which will give her +4 defense, taking her defense total up to 10. So that my attack will be unsuccessful. And then I will get my second attack, or second action. You can also discard cards so that you can draw more cards at the end of the turn. So I'm going to go ahead and try another Cock and Bull. No defense cards, so I will deal 4 damage to the veiny triumphant one, which will bring its health down to 22. Then that's my 2 actions. So the end of your turn, you draw your hand back up to your maximum hand size, which is also your starting size. So I get 1 card, and now it is Blue Bomber's turn.
Yep.
So
I get to pick one
draw a card. Yep.
To draw a card. And let us see. Going to use Cock Slap.
So humiliating.
So
It's
humiliating.
+6 attack for 2 damage, so that's 8 attack total. I'm going to go ahead and use a Cock block, which will give me +4 defense, so that takes my defense to 9, which is enough to stop your attack.
Okay.
And your other action?
I'm going to use Out of the Ring.
To make me miss my next turn. Okay. I can't defend against that one. So then you will draw your hand back up to 5, so you get 1 card, right?
Nope. I get.
And then you get to start your next turn. 1 more card. And
I'm going to use Cock Punch again.
Cock Punch, so that ignores the target's defense, so I can't defend against it at all. So I'm going to take 4 damage from that, which take me to 22.
I'm going to use Double Penetration.
All right, so after taking that action, she gets to draw a card and take an extra action.
And then I get to use Cockfight again.
Cock Punch again.
Cock Punch again.
So I take another 4 damage. So I guess the important, as you've probably noticed at this point, it's full of a lot of innuendo. So it's not a kid-friendly game. But it's very tongue-in-cheek and fun for adults that play it.
Yeah. No, a lot of fun.
All right, so then end of your turn, you get 2 cards.
Yep.
1, 2, and then I get to actually have a turn again. Yay!
Spider.
So I'll go ahead and draw my 1 card. The other cool thing to note, if you look at the character cards that we have here, each one has its own ability. You can use that ability once per turn whenever you want, or not once per turn, once per game, whenever you want. So you can do it in response to, your opponent doing something, or if you want to modify something at the beginning of your turn. So I'm going to play King of the Ring, which will heal me 5 HP. So it'll take me from 22 back up to my maximum of 26. Wait, I was at 18. I'm sorry. Take me from 18 back up to 23. It also gives me +1 attack and defense, and this one actually gets to stay in play. Then that's my first action. My second action will be Out of the Ring.
Alrighty.
So that make Blue Bomber lose her next turn.
Rada.
So I'll end my turn. I'll draw 2 cards to go back up to full, and then I'll draw 1 more card for the start of my next turn. So I'm going to play another Out of the Ring to make her lose another turn, and then I will discard a Give 'em the D as my other action so that I can draw 1 more card at the end of this turn. Alright, then I draw 1 at the beginning. Now you actually get to do some offense. So I will start by using a Cock Slap. So humiliating. No defense
No
for the Cock
defense.
Slap?
I'll take it.
Alright, so it's 2 damage, which will take you to 20 health. And then my next my next attack is going to be Visit Thailand. What's the capital again? It's +5 attack for 5 damage. Nothing? Any defense?
Nope.
Alright. So you go to Bangkok and take you down to 15 health. And then I will end my turn after that, draw 1 card to go back up to my full hand.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use Little Blue Pill.
To heal 7.
Heal 7.
Back to 23.
And then I'm going to do Out of the Ring.
Make me lose a turn.
Yeah. And then, do I get 2 or 1 card?
How many cards are in your hand right now? 3. So 2.
Sweet.
So you get 2 cards, and then I will lose my turn. So you get 1 at the beginning of your turn.
Sweet. And we're going to do Cock Punch.
I will use the 5 Ds to dodge any 1 attack.
Alrighty. And just for fun, we'll do Cockfight.
Alright, the Cockfight is the only event card that you have in the game, and each player will draw 1 card from the draw pile. Start with the active player, so that would be you, Blue Bomber. And then I'll draw mine. The highest number listed on the card will win the Cockfight. So mine, I have 6 on mine.
I got
Nothing.
0,
So I will win the Cockfight, and then the losers will take damage by that the winner splits up. So for 2 players, it's 4 damage. So you're going to take 4 damage and go to 19. And then that should be the end of your turn because that was your second action.
Yep.
So cards in.
Do I have to discard?
Oh,
do I pick it up or do I get
No,
to
we draw that.
Okay.
So I get to keep that. All right, so 5 cards in hand.
Yep.
And so, all right, so I start my turn. I'll draw a card. Cock Slap. 5 Ds, okay. And then I will Visit Thailand.
I'm gonna do that.
Cock Block. You
Can't read that.
can, so it's +4 defense. That'll take you to 10 defense. And my attack is 3, 4, 9. So yep, that'll be enough to stop the visiting Bangkok. So those will all go to the discard pile. I will draw 1 card to go back up to my hand size. So back to you, Bomber. So you start by drawing a card.
Alright, I'm gonna use Pumped Up.
So in discreet brown packaging, you heal 5 hit points.
And
So you go to 24.
one of my favorite, Cock Punch.
I'm going to use 5 Ds to dodge your Cock Punch.
Go ahead.
All right. So end of turn, you draw back up, so you get 1 card, right? Oh, right. I forgot you played a bunch of defense cards.
Yeah.
So 3 cards. Then I'll draw mine. I'm going to play a cock punch. They ignore your defense and deal 4 damage. You have 5 Ds to dodge it. And then I'm going to discard King of the Ring as my other action so that I can draw an extra card. And then I'm also... Yeah, no, I'm just going to do that. And I'll draw my 2 cards and go to you.
Alrighty. I'm going to pick up a card. They're all the way over there. Sweet. Thank you.
So you can see our discard pile is getting kind of big over there. Once you run out of the deck, you just shuffle the discard pile and into a new deck as many times as it takes to get through the cockfight.
I'm going to use Cock and Bull.
So it's +4 attack, so that's 6. I'm at 6 defense already. So I'm going to play Give 'em the D, which gives me +2 defense until the start of my next turn.
That's a shame he's not here.
What's a shame?
He's not here.
That D's not here so that we can give him the D. Yeah, I know.
And then I'll just discard this one. I can get another one.
Okay. So it's the end of the turn.
And I need 2.
2 cards. 1,
Yeah.
2. So I'll start my turn. Draw the card. I'm going to play Pumped Up to heal up to my maximum hit points. And then I'm also going to discard a Give 'em the D so that I can draw an extra card. So it looks like we've burned through a lot of our attack cards right now, getting all the defense stuff. Alright,
Alright.
Blue Bomber, so you get your card.
Got my card. Well, I guess I'm going to use Little Blue Pill.
Heal 7. So you'll be at maximum.
Alright, awesome. And Pop Slap.
So it's +6 attack, so that's only 8, and my defense is 6 currently. I will cock block.
Oh, Rada.
And then I'm also going to go ahead and play Give 'em the D, because as a defender, you can play as many cards as you want to defend yourself with, just to burn the cards out of my hand so I can draw more at the end of my next turn. So,
Alright.
well, so
that
that's that.
concludes my turn.
Yep, so you need 1 card. Draw 1 at the beginning of mine. I'm going to go ahead and play Cock and Bull. So it deals +4 attack, and you'll dodge it. And then I will discard Pumped Up as my second action. And I get to draw 3 cards. There's only 2 left, so I'll draw those 2. Shuffle our discard pile back up here. So yeah, your hand size will change if you have different number of players. So your hand size is a little bit smaller if you play with 3 or 4. It says the game is set up to be 4. I think because the original game only comes with the 4 different characters that you can play as. But with having Edgar Allan Poe, we could accommodate a 5th player if we wanted to do so. So finish shuffling up here. Nice and make it nice and spread out so that we're not stuck with a whole bunch of defense cards again. Gotta get some attacks going on so we can end this. And I will draw my other 1 card, and then Blue Bomber will get hers for the beginning of the return.
Yep.
Put the Cockfight deck back out.
Alrighty. So I'm going to use Little Blue Pill.
Okay, you're at maximum hit points,
Yeah.
so it doesn't do anything.
Then Double Penetration.
Yep, you can do that. So you draw a card, you get an extra action. So you have 2 actions.
And then Cockfight again.
Alright, so you draw 1 first, then I draw. I have 4.
I have 4 as well.
So it's a tie. So I guess nothing happens? Yeah, there's no winner. So, yeah, I guess we don't take damage. We just each get an extra card.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's right.
And you get one action still.
Alrighty. Well, we'll just use that while we're there.
Cock and Bull. So it's +4 attack, which takes you to 6. So, yeah, I will cock block and stop that.
Okay. And I need... No, 3. 2.
2. So you can see the defender kind of has the advantage because you're allowed to play as many cards as you want to defend against attacks. But good news for me, for at least from an attacker standpoint right now, I got one of the stronger attack cards in the game, and it is the Thundercock Strike. It is 10 damage to target. It is unblockable, unstoppable, and undodgeable. So that is big damage that can't do anything about. So you will go to 16. And if one wasn't bad enough, I have a second Thundercock Strike, which will knock you down to 6 health. And then I'm going to choose now as a good chance to use my ability, which is Intimidate. So all opponents will lose their next turn due to fear, because they're all afraid of the big black cock. Yeah, I know. I will then draw my hand up to 5 at the end of my turn, and then draw my card for the beginning of my next turn.
Can I use my special ability?
Yes, if you want to use your social ability, you can. It's Throb for the Veiny Triumphant one. You heal 50% of your current hit points rounded down. So so it's 3. So you'll heal up to 9.
Alrighty then.
All right, so I'm going to start off my new turn with a Cock Slap. So it's +6 attack for 2 damage. And you'll dodge that. And then I'm going to visit Thailand, go to Bangkok. And you will cock block, so it's +5 attack. So it's 3, 4, 8, 9. And your defense is 10, so that is enough to stop me from visiting Bangkok. And I will draw up a card and then back to you. So you draw a card at the beginning.
Okay. I'm going to do Fox Slap.
So you only have 8 attack. I'm going to go ahead and use Give him the D twice to give me +4 defense until the end of my next turn.
Alrighty.
So dodge that.
So I'm just going to take away your next turn then.
Okay. So I lose my next turn. So you draw your hand back up. So 1 card. 3 cards. 2, 3.
Yeah,
Then you draw 1 for the beginning of the turn.
Alrighty. I'm going to use Pumped Up. Give myself back some HP.
You go to 14.
Then double penetration.
Okay, so you draw a card and get 2 more actions.
I get 2 more actions?
Well, yeah, because you took 1 action, so you have, and you play this after taking action. It's like a response card.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't count as an action to play that. So then you have your second action for the turn plus the extra action for the double penetration.
Alright, so I'm going to do Cock Punch.
I will dodge that.
Alrighty. And I'm going to do, for my last one, Out of the Ring.
Jeez. All right. So then 2 cards plus 1 card for the beginning of your turn. So this is the second game that Blue Bomber and I have played of this, just the 2 of us together. And what I'm noticing is that the gameplay is probably going to be better if you have more players. Your hand size is smaller, plus you have to go through each person's turn with your dodges and stuff, as opposed to just being able to defend back and forth between the 2 people. So I'd like to get a chance to sit down and play this with 3 or 4 players and see how the gameplay changes. I imagine it's going to be a little bit smoother, and it's not going to take quite so long, as opposed to just the back and forth of, oh, I heal, oh, okay. You know, I dodge and heal and back and forth.
Yep.
But we're learning. It's a new game, and so we'll get better at it over time.
One would hope. Alright, so I'll do Cock Punch.
Okay, I will take 4 damage, so I'm at 22.
And how do I play this one again?
That just as an action. You play it, you heal 5 hit points, and then you permanently have +1 attack and +1 defense.
Awesome.
So King of the Ring is like the only card in the game that just stays in play.
Alrighty.
All right. So 1 card at the end, and then I start my turn and draw a card. So I'm going to go ahead and play Cock and Bull. So it's +4 attack for 4 damage. You'll cock block. And then my second thing will be to play Pumped Up and heal back up to full hit points. End my turn, and I draw 4 cards because my hand was greatly deteriorated. All right, back to you, Bomber.
Alrighty.
Draw your card.
Draw my card. I'm gonna do cock punch again.
I will use 5Ds to dodge the cock punch.
Go ahead, and then I'm gonna use cock slap.
And I will use cock block. So my defense will be 10 against your attack of 7.
Alrighty.
No, sorry. 2, 3, 9. But I have enough defense still, so I won't take damage. Yay! So you get 2 cards.
Thank you.
We'll go to my turn. I'll draw 1. I'll play Out of the Ring. Make you miss your next turn. And then I will discard a little blue pill as my other action. Then I'll draw 3 cards to go back up to maximum hand size, and then 1 at the beginning of my new turn. Alright, so I'm going to start off with a cock punch on my next turn. So ignore your defense. So you can play that, but it's not going to help against the cock punch because it'll ignore your defense.
Okay.
So then my next card will be... So you'll take 4 damage from the cock punch and go to 10. And then I'm going to play cock and bull, which is for another 4 damage. Do you have anything to stop that?
No, you not.
Nope. So you'll take 4 more and go to 6. And that'll be the end of my turn. And I'll draw 1 card to go back up to full. And then you draw 1 card at the beginning of your turn.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'm gonna do that one.
That goes away.
Cock slap.
So you have 6, 7, 8, 9 attack. I have 6 defense currently. I'm gonna go ahead and use the 5Ds to dodge it.
Alrighty. I'm gonna use double penetration.
Okay, so you draw a card. And you get 2 more actions.
I'll do Out of the Ring and give him the D.
Okay. So give him the deal, stay in play until your next turn, which you skip mine, so it'll go back to yours. So you draw how many cards to go full?
3.
3. And then 1 at the beginning of your next turn.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and start getting the discard pile shuffled back up.
Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
So the average play time for the game is supposed to be 15 to 30 minutes, and we're about halfway in the between those 2 time points. So
Yep.
hopefully one of us will be able to finish the other soon. What? It seemed completely appropriate for this game.
Alrighty.
Hey, if Moxie can make innuendos, I can too, but at least I'm better than Mr. Torg.
Comparatively.
I'm not going to say what Mr. Torg said because we're supposed to be keeping this a little bit more towards the PG-13 side as much as we can for a game called Cockfight. But I can't stress this enough. We're talking about chickens, people. Chickens.
Roosters, actually.
Roosters, which are male chickens.
Okay.
Cocks. So you're going to visit Thailand.
Yep, I'm going to visit Thailand.
That's +5 attacks. So that's 8.
What's the capital again?
I'll play Give Him D. It's Bangkok is the capital of Thailand. Bangkok.
Really?
So +2 defense, but that's only going to give me to 8, which actually, nah. You know, that's an interesting thing. I'm not sure if it's a meet or beat defense system. So I don't know if I have 8 defense, if that's enough to stop your attack. Allow me to consult the rules quickly.
Dun, 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 dun.
Attack. For instance, attack plus down. I will have to ask the creator of the game if it's how that system works. It doesn't say in the rules here, but I've been checking FAQ stuff and things like that with him while we were playtesting a little bit earlier. So that's one more question for me to ask him the next time. I'm going to assume that it's a meter beat system like most combat systems. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the 5 damage and go to 21.
Okay. And then my final one will be pumped up.
So you'll heal yourself to go to 11. I'm also going... Oh, yeah, I can't do that right now. All right, so that's your turn. You get 1 card to go up. I'll get 1 card at the beginning of my turn. Yeah. So I'm going to play Visit Thailand. Which will be a dodge it.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play Pumped Up as well to heal myself back up to full. And then I will draw 3 cards. All right. Back to you, Bomber. You get 1 card.
Sweet. Alrighty. I'm going to use Cock Punch.
Okay. I'll take 4 damage and go to 22.
And for giggles, let's Cock Punch again.
And I'll play a little blue pill to heal 7. So we'll keep me at full health.
Cool.
All right, so you get to draw 1 card, right? Or 2 cards?
2. Dos.
Bomber's
Getting better
bilingual.
on Spanish.
Draw a card for the beginning of my turn. I will Cock Punch.
I will
Dodge it.
dodge it.
I will Cock Punch again.
I'm not prepared for that.
Not prepared for the double Cock Punch.
No.
All right, so you'll take 4 and go to 7. And then I will draw my hand back up to full at the end. And then you'll get your card for the beginning of your turn.
Alrighty. I will play Cock and Bull.
So it's +4 text, so it's 67. I'm going to go ahead and use a cock block and stop that.
Alrighty. Then I shall use double penetration.
So you got a card and you still have 2 actions.
And just for fun, we're gonna cock size.
All right, so you draw your card first, then I'll draw mine, and then reveal. I have 4 on mine, and you have 0. So I'm going to win, which will make you take 4 damage and go to 3. You still have 1 more action left.
Alrighty. Then I guess I'll just cock snap you.
So 6 attacks, a 9. I'm going to go ahead and play another cock block and stop that. All right, so you get your cards.
Dos.
2, 1, 2. And I'm going to go ahead and deliver the knockout blow with another Thundercock Strike to deal 10 damage and defeat your veiny triumphant one.
Can't use my little blue pill.
You can, but you'd still die.
Alright.
So, all right, so there you have it. That is Cockfight in a nutshell. The studio is laughing really hard at that one. So yeah, there's a couple little things for the FAQ to still find out how certain cards interact and whether it's a meter beat defense system. It's a pretty fun game. I'd like to see how it works with more than 2 people playing. So I guess the more the merrier in a cockfight. But I'm glad I picked it up. It's cool, especially to support a local game company. So a big thank you to them for that. Say I would, for right now, I'll give it a preliminary rating of, say like a 6.5, 7 out of 10, because I like the concept of it. The art is fun. It's very cheeky and that dirty kind of sense of humor way. But I would like to see how it plays with more than 2 people. Hopefully that'll fill out some of the issues of that back and forth and kind of slow play issue that we have with it.
Yep.
What do you think, Bomber?
I'm enjoying it just for the names.
Okay. I mean, that's a good reason to enjoy it. So I guess the other thing to note, Charm City Games, the company that makes this, they're going to be having a Kickstarter coming up in November for a game called Runecast, and that is a Viking and Norse mythology based cooperative dice game, where you basically each person plays a different Viking, and you reenact battles through Norse mythology, going all the way up to Ragnarok. They explained a little bit of the game to me, but it still hasn't been fully play tested yet. So we'll keep you updated on that and keep an eye out for the Kickstarter there. We will talk a little bit more to the people at Charm City Games, find a little bit more information about it. We'll get back to you and let you know. So thank you for watching. This has been Saving Throw. I'm Spider.
I'm Blue Bomber.
And we'll see you next time.